This is Rolling Review 1. This is the recording for Tuesday. First problem, solve by factoring. What I'm going to do is I'm going to first factor. And so just as we did yesterday, I'm going to take first times last. And I get 21. And so I bring down my x squared, bring down my 21. And now I need two numbers that multiply to give me 21 and add to give me 10. Those two numbers are 3 and 7. So I have 3x and 7x. Now I'm ready to group. My first group has a common factor of x, which leaves me x plus 3. My second group has a common factor of 7, which leaves me x plus 3 again. These two are the same. That's one of my factors. And these two are on the outside. That gives me my other factor. Now that I've got it factored, I'm looking at factored form. X plus 3 times x plus 7 equals 0. Since I have two things multiplied together that equals 0, one of them has to be 0. So I now have x plus 7 equals 0, which means x is negative 7. Or I have x plus 3 equals 0, which means x is negative 3. So there's my two solutions, negative 3 and negative 7. Next problem, I'm going to solve by factoring again. So once again, I'm going to factor. I'm going to start by doing first times last and giving negative 32. I have x squared here. I have negative 32 here. I need two numbers that are going to multiply to give me negative 32 and add to give me 4. That is a positive 8 and negative 4. Now that I have those, I'm ready to factor by grouping. In my first group, I have a common factor of x. That leaves me x plus 8. In my second group, I have a common factor of negative 4. Remember, if there's a negative there, you want to factor that out. That gives me x plus 8 also. If you don't factor the negative out, your signs aren't going to work out the same, and you need them to be the same. These two are the same. That's one of my factors, x plus 8. These two on the outside give me my other factor, that is x minus 4. So now I've got x squared. Excuse me, I don't have x squared. I have x minus 8 times x minus 4 equals 0. In order for that to be 0, one of these two factors has to be 0. So what we need to do is take our first factor, x minus 8, and say it's equal to 0. And that tells me that x should be 8. I'm going to take my second factor, x minus 4, and make it equal to 0. And that tells me x should be 4. Except for I made a mistake. Notice down here, this says x plus 8, and I wrote x minus 8. So that should be a plus, which means that should be a plus. So when I solve it, that should be a negative. So I have negative 8 and positive 4. For my last problem, I'm going to start by factoring. 3 times 6 is 18. So now I've got 3x squared at the beginning. I've got 6 at the end. I need two numbers that multiply to give me 18 and add to give me 11. So that is going to be 9 and 2. So I have 9x and 2x. Now I'm ready to factor. So I'm going to group the first two and group the second two. First two have a common factor of 3x. Notice they both have 3 and they both have an x. So that leaves me with x plus 3. And then in my second group, I have a common factor of 2, which leaves me once again with x plus 3. And this is exactly what's supposed to happen. These two are supposed to be the same. So I have one factor that's x plus 3. My other factor is 3x plus 2. Now that I have that, I'm ready to write it in factored form and solve. And just so I don't mess up like I did on the last one, I'm going to be very careful. Make sure I copy it correctly. X plus 3 times x plus 2 equals 0. For this to be true, One of these two factors has to be equal to 0. So I will set x plus 3 equal to 0 and solve, and I get x equals -3. I will then set 3x plus 2 equal to 0 and solve. To do that, I'm going to have to first subtract 2, which gives me 3x equals -2, and then divide by 3, which gives me x equals -2/3. So there's my solutions, -3 and -2/3, and that is Tuesday's recording.